Hey, what's up guys? This is Henry Neo and you're welcome to yet another video on my channel. Today we get to do a comparison between the Infinix Hot S3 and the Gionee S11 Lite. Both budget smartphones from their brands and both having 18:9 aspect ratio displays with almost the same specs across the board. I thought this video would be a good one to give you guys insight to how both these phones perform and what they come with. So if you'd like to watch this video, come along and let's get started. So I'm going to be looking at both these phones in terms of physical features and also the internal specs for both of them. So let's do the physical features first. You have both phones are built with plastic, but the Infinix has a matte finish while the Gionee has a glossy, shiny finish to it, which is prone to a lot of fingerprints as well. Both have their fingerprint scanner in the same place, while the Gionee's rear dual-facing camera is in a horizontal format and the Infinix has its own in the vertical format. They both have the volume and power rockers on the same side, with the difference being the Gionee has separated its own volume rockers. To the bottom, it's all the same, but the difference being that the Gionee has its 3.5mm headphone jack at the bottom, while the Infinix has its own on the top of the device. To the left, we have the same thing, a dual SIM tray and micro SD card expansion slot, all in one bay. To the front here, we have a flash on the Infinix Hot S3 and its camera to the right, while the Gionee has its own camera to the left with no flash. Let's look at the specifications for both these devices. In terms of display, both the devices come with 5.7-inch 18:9 aspect ratio 720p display. The battery on the Gionee S11 Lite is 2,970 mAh, while the battery on the Infinix is 4,000 mAh battery. The Infinix comes with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage, while the Gionee comes with 4GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. Both are expandable to 256GB using the micro SD card slot. For the operating system, the Infinix comes with Android 8.0 Oreo, while the Gionee comes with Android 7.0 Nougat. This is a very good thing from Infinix. I like the fact that you're coming with the Android Oreo operating system in this one. Nougat is already 2 years old, so Gionee should try and upgrade their phone. The Infinix comes with a 13-megapixel rear facing camera and a 20-megapixel front facing camera, while the Gionee comes with a 13 and 2-megapixel dual rear facing camera system and a 16-megapixel selfie camera. In terms of display, both these phones have exactly the same display. It's a 720p screen, it comes at 5.7-inch, and it has the 18:9 aspect ratio display. Both of them look quite good and they look exactly the same. The only difference being that the Infinix Hot S3 has better display scaling. What that means is that it allows you fit in more to the screen real estate you have in here, and you can see that from the size of the icons I have here. They're a little bit bigger on the Gionee S11 Lite, while they're a little bit smaller in the Infinix Hot S3. If you go to the news feed, you also see the same thing there. You can find that it fits more content on the Infinix Hot S3 than it does on the Gionee S11 Lite. Why you're seeing this difference of the dark background here is just due to one thing. That's the software that they both come with. The Infinix comes with the Android 8.0 Oreo system, which adapts to the kind of wallpaper you're using. Since I'm using a dark wallpaper, when I go to the Google feed in here, it also takes a dark background. But because the Gionee is still running on Android 7.0 Nougat, you don't have that feature here. It doesn't adapt to the wallpaper you're using. The Gionee seems much smoother in terms of transitions and in terms of when you're using things on the phone. If I should drag down the notification shade from the top now, you see the way it comes down on the Gionee. And when you're scrolling, I mean, it's much smoother on the Gionee than it is on the Infinix. I mean, I think it's just a matter of Infinix having to smoothen out or make their own software more fluid. So to meet up with the way it is on the Gionee. It's just more enjoyable when you're using it on the Gionee than it is on the Infinix. Alright guys, so we're going to be taking a look at app launch speeds on both these devices. If you check, I've cleared everything from memory, so they're both playing on level ground. Let's dive straight into it. I'm going to start with the Play Store. 1, 2, 3, go. Loaded just a tad bit faster on the Infinix Hot S3. Now let's do YouTube Studio. 1, 2, 3, go. Wow, that was neck on neck. Let's do Instagram. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's do Facebook. 1, 2, 3, go. Wow, that was faster on the Gionee S11 Lite as well. Let's see YouTube. 1, 2, 3, and go. Wow, that was almost the same thing, but I think the Infinix was just a bit faster over there. Let's try system apps. The dialer. 1, 2, 3, go. It was faster on the Gionee S11, and I guess that's because of the 4 GB of RAM. Let's do Gmail. Oh wow, it was faster on the Infinix Hot S3. Let's try one more thing. Let's go to settings on both devices. So settings here, and 1, 2, 3, go. So it was just a tad bit faster on the Gionee S11 Lite. But nevertheless, you'll be getting almost the same performance on both these devices, and they're quite capable. So let's do the memory retention test. So I'm going to go back into the first app I launched and see which one works. Oh, so they both have this in memory. They both have it in memory as well. They both have it in memory, so didn't have to refresh. So they both have it in memory as well, but I think Infinix's Facebook had a problem or something. I don't know what it is, but let me see what was the last one. YouTube. They also both kept it in memory, so both devices are performing on the same level. Kudos to both of them. Alright guys, so we'll be taking a look at the cameras on both of these devices. I'll be starting with the Infinix Hot S3 here, which comes with a 20 megapixel selfie camera, and it also comes with a 13 megapixel rear camera. So I'll start up with the rear camera just to see how well it functions and how well it takes pictures against the Gionee S11 Lite. So I'm going to grab my mouse here. Alright, so you have the interface here, which is quite simple. It's a very simple interface. You have the beauty mode, you have auto, you have video, and you have some other modes down here that you can shoot with. I think they include the panorama, night mode, time lapse, and also professional shooting mode here, which is not bad at all. So let's take a couple of pictures in auto settings. Shutter speed is not so fast, as you can hear and see it as well. Take a look at the pictures here. So pictures look okay. They're not the sharpest of images, but they look quite okay, decent. Let's take a look at the camera on the Gionee S11 Lite. You have a 16 megapixel selfie camera, and then you have a 13 megapixel and a 2 megapixel dual camera setup on the rear of the device. So let's quickly do some pictures. Again, simple interface with a couple of modes. We have the video, we have panorama, we have time lapse. Here we have face beauty mode, we have card, we have group selfie as well. So let me just take the picture on the auto mode, auto settings. So let's do this, and as you can see, the shutter speed is almost the same as what you have on the Infinix Hot S3. So don't expect to see wonderful pictures on any of these devices. I mean, their pictures will not be the greatest thing out there. For those people who want casual selfies and pictures just out there, this these cameras will do just fine. So in conclusion, which of these devices should you get? I feel both of them are really very good and they're quite capable, but you should know what the prices for both of them cost. The Infinix Hot S3 here on my left costs 62,200 naira, and it comes with 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of internal storage, 4000 mAh battery, 5.7 inch 18:9 aspect ratio, 720p display, and Android 8.0 Oreo. It also has a 1.4 gigahertz Qualcomm SnapDragon processor in here. While the Gionee S11 Lite goes for 78,000 naira, and it comes with basically almost the same specs, but it has a higher RAM of 4 gigabytes but the same internal storage of 32 gigabytes. It has a lower battery score or capacity of 2,970 mAh against 4,000 on the Infinix, and it comes with Android 7.0 Nougat against Android 8.0 Nougat on the Infinix Hot S3. So thanks for watching this one. It was fun making this video. I hope it was really informative as well. If you'd like to ask any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below and I will try to respond to every one of your questions. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you loved it, please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before my first anniversary on this channel. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.